Assume that you're drawing 2 balls without replacement from an urn containing 11 green balls, 8 blue balls, and 3 red balls. What is the probability that you will draw a red ball and a green ball? The hint is hardly necessary, but if it's there, you might as well pay attention to it. It says, hint, there are 2 ways this can happen. And the reason is, unlike the earlier problem where you said you drew a diamond followed by a non-diamond, that implies order. Here there's no order implied. You could draw the red ball first and then the green ball, or you could draw the green ball first and then the red ball. So that's why they're saying there are 2 ways this can happen, because order is not implied here. Once you understand that, it's easy to see that if you calculate the probability of each one of those things happening and add them together, you will have the probability that they're asking for. The probability that you get a red and a green is simply the probability that the first one's green and the second one's red, plus the probability that that's reversed. The first one's red and the second one is green. So let's do that. I'll go with my tree diagram again. To me, that visualization helps. On the first draw, you could either get a green or a blue or a red. Remember, if you take 11 plus 8 plus 3, you get 22. So there are 22 balls in all. And if you want to know the probability of getting a green, you look at the number of green balls, which is 11. So you get 11 out of 22, the probability of getting a green. Since there are 8 blue balls, the probability of getting a blue is 8 out of 22. Since there are 3 red balls, the probability of getting a red is 3 out of 22. And that gives you your first branch probabilities. 2 of those reduce. 11 22nds is 1/2. And 8 22nds reduces to 4 11ths. Now on the second draw, you're not replacing, so there are only 21 balls left. But in either case, you can either get a green or a blue or a red. I again would not complete the entire tree diagram. I'd only do the branches I need. I need a probability calculation for the green followed by the red. That's this branch. And I need a calculation for this branch, which is the red followed by the green. So I only need the second branches on those 2. If I'm looking for a red after having drawn a green, remember I don't replace it, so instead of there being 22 balls, there are only 21 balls left, but there are still 3 reds because the first thing I drew was a green. And that reduces to 1/7. And then dropping down to the bottom branch, that's the probability of drawing a green after having drawn a red. Same idea, there are only 21 balls left because I drew without replacement. The first ball was a red, so there are still 11 greens to be chosen from. So that's 11 over 21. And now I have the 2 branch probabilities that I need. The upper branch, the probability I draw a green followed by a red is 1/2 times 1/7, which is 1/14. And the bottom half branch, which is the probability I draw a red followed by a green, is 3 22nds times 11 21st. And that reduces to 1/14. And of course, 1/14 plus 1/14 is 2/14, and 2/14 is 1/7. So if I'm drawing 2 balls without replacement from that urn containing those 22 balls, 11 green, 8 blue, and 3 red, the probability I draw a red ball and a green ball is 1/7.